Tired of that boring, same old game reviewer swill you see all over this YouTube outhouse? Well then come on down to Badman Reviews!
Side effects of watching Badman reviews may cause angry comments, balding, false sense of superiority, crazy dancing, ultra crazy dancing, death, enjoying things that most people hate, and more.
Welcome back to another episode of Badman Reviews, and today is an amazingly special day. Today is a day we finally get to talk about a game we have all been waiting for so long. Crash Bandicoot 4. And I have promised myself I will not make some sort of dumb pun based on the title of this game, so let's just skip over that for now and yeah, just ignore that. But one last thing I need to mention before we hop into the review. OBS kind of screwed up while I was recording and streaming, so some of the footage has my face down at the bottom right, and you're just gonna have to kind of deal with seeing my boring face down there. Ugh. Sorry about that. Just hopefully you don't mind it too much. Anyways, on to the review! Once again, we find ourselves back in our home of Insanity Island, exploring the crash beaches of our past, and right off the bat, we start to see some great love letters to the past. Spyro floaties, crunch on the fridge, a TV with past Crash title screens on it. It's really cute and shows the love and respect Toys for Bob had for the past Crash games while creating this one. Not only the first 3, but there are throwbacks to all the Crash games, even Wrath of Cortex and Twinsanity. Any Crash veteran will quickly notice that this game controls a lot different from the past Crash games, even the Sane Trilogy. This isn't a bad thing, but it can cause some frustration while trying to adjust to the new feel of Crash's jumps and slides. Some nice quality of life adjustments were made as well though, that I really love, like a choice between a retro mode with lives and a modern mode with no lives. Also, a little circle under your character to show where you're going to land, which is an awesome addition for a 3D platformer. The story is pretty basic. It follows Crash and Coco as they travel through multiple dimensions trying to find the dimensional masks to close off the rifts causing reality-shattering proportions. Along the way, we also make some friends to play as, including Tawna, Cortex, and Dingodile, who has to be my favorite. While finding all these awesome characters that each play differently, you'll find yourself in all kinds of amazing level designs. Mad Max Wasteland style levels, pirate ships, ancient Japanese castles, dinosaur jungles, snow mountains, and even more. The level variance is amazing and each of them just look beautiful with outstanding sound design to match. There are 29 completely original levels, which is pretty close to Crash 3's 32 levels. On top of those 29 levels though, there are 9 levels where the first half is a new section where you play as a different character like Dingo, Tawna, or Cortex, and the second half is a harder version of a level you already played. Plus, on top of that, we have 21 flashback tape levels, which play like bonus levels to the extreme. Some of these later flashback tapes are the hardest Crash content I've ever played, and really feel like platforming puzzles that you need to think about to solve, which was super enjoyable. Frustrating, but enjoyable. In total, not including boss battles, there are a total of 59 levels for you to play through and enjoy. For the completionists out there, there are also more collectibles available in this game than any Crash game before. Each level has 6 gems, an alternate version with another 6 gems, a time trial relic, and an insane relic for beating a level without dying and collecting every box. On top of that, there are also 4 colored gems to find hidden throughout the game, but that is a huge amount to collect. And as of recording this, I've only gotten about half of the gems, like 2 relics, and I've put a ton of time into this game already. There is so much to enjoy. On the other hand, there is so much to be frustrated with, and I know I'm going to get shit in the comments for this, but I'm gonna stand on my own 2 feet, and I'm gonna stand out and speak my own mind, because I think Crash 4 is too hard. Like, don't get me wrong, I like a good challenge, but some stuff here is just way over the top. I'm really good at platforming games. I've beaten most of the levels with insane relics. But an average person at platforming is going to have trouble just beating this game. Never mind collecting boxes on top of that. we aren't even talking like the end of the game too. A lot of the levels in the first few worlds are also seemingly overly difficult for no apparent reason compared to past Crash games. And I'm including Crash 1 when I'm talking about this. And don't get me started on the amount of boxes that are hidden off the screen in areas that just look like death pits. I seemingly have to jump off the map constantly just to make sure I'm not missing any boxes. I know the other Crash games hid boxes as well, but I felt like they were, far and in between, while in this Crash 4, I feel like every level just has boxes hidden all over the place for no reason. I feel like I'm over complaining, but I can't be the only one who found this as an issue. There's a big difference between a challenge like the flashback tapes and overall just being difficult for the sake of it, like in some of the main story missions. One last thing I had an issue with as well is I found in specific areas, the game will just take away your double jump, and it has to be a glitch that hopefully gets patched in the future. But as you can see in the gameplay here, there'll be moments where I'll bounce off a box and then press the A button shortly after and my jump won't activate. So I'll keep spamming the A button as I panic to my death, and the jump will eventually activate, but obviously it's way too late and I'm already dying. This is very annoying, and it really made me frustrated in some bonus levels and some flashback tapes, but I think this is a glitch and I'm hoping it will be patched in the future. Anyways, getting past the rant, I have to say Crash 4 is a fantastic journey. Each music track has its own vibe and aesthetic that just brings each level to life, and these art styles that the new Crash and Spyro games have been living through are some of the most beautiful looks I've had the pleasure of viewing in a while. Everything is so colorful and vibrant, and I fell in love with each new level. Yeah, maybe the bright colorfulness takes away from the dark, spooky looks of some levels, but in the grand scheme of things, I think it looks amazing. Spoiler section here, so feel free to check the description or timeline for when to jump ahead to avoid this if you feel like it. Now then, I wanted to talk about the last few levels, which I found to be a fantastic turn of events, because I really wasn't expecting it. I was expecting a pretty standard beat the bad guys, kick N Trophy's butt and save the world. But we also got a few extra special levels at the end where we play as each character, which I thought was a fun last-minute thing that was great, but that twist at the end where Cortex travels back in time to stop himself from creating Crash was such a hilarious, perfect bonus and ending to a fantastic adventure through a beautiful world. Getting to go back to Cortex's castle was really nostalgic and fun. On top of all this fantastic storytelling and adventuring, they also threw in some fun multiplayer modes for you and your friends to play with and challenge each other to. And there's a cool pass the controller retro, old school pass and play mode that you can do, and an online leaderboards for your speedrunners out there to enjoy as well. Overall, it's a well put together game with all of its features running right out of the gate. Is it perfect? No, like I stated, it feels like it runs into that issue where it's just trying to be hard for the sake of being hard. And like I stated, there's some glitches and some issues with hitting boxes while riding on the cute animals. But I would say this is a solid game worthy to air the name of Crash Bandicoot 4.
Thank you all for stopping by for this review, and I got a little challenge for all my fans out there. Post below your record times for Rude Awakening, the very first level of Crash Bandicoot 4, and feel free to even post some of your videos of Rude Awakening so I can feel even worse about still not getting a platinum on that damn level. Thanks again for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, smack that bell, hit that like button, the dislike button, hit some buttons down below, and I'll love you forever. Thank you all for watching, and make sure to come back for more Crash. We got Mind Over Mutant still coming. I'm working on it. Don't worry, it's coming. But till then, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!